Welcome into the Extra Point, presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on 710 Old Hickory Boulevard for Nashville's best meat and threes, craft beers, and more. The neighborhood meets at the corner. And Zach, one big thing for Jurrell Casey this year, an interior defensive lineman, kind of harder to pick about, but what do you have?
I'm going with anchor, all right? Jurrell Casey needs to anchor the interior of the defense. I think he's going to have an easier time this year than he did in previous years. Going back and dating when they switched from the 4-3, where he had 10.5 sacks the last year, to the 3-4, a little bit harder for a defensive lineman to get to the quarterback. I'm not asking for sacks for Jurrell Casey. I'm asking to be that anchor. And you know who's going to help him? Sylvester Williams, the pickup from the Denver Broncos. I think he's going to be a much added force in the middle, replacing Al Woods, and that means Jurrell Casey can wreak havoc coming off of a Pro Bowl season. I think he follows up that Pro Bowl season with another one. I think he's doubling down.
So you think 3 straight Pro Bowls that would make for Jurrell Casey if he goes again in 2017. My one big thing for Jurrell Casey is keeping his pants up. I mean, how many times do we see Jurrell Casey? I'm kidding. But anyway, he does need to work on that.
I really thought you were serious.
No, wow. I sold it well. I knew I was going to sell that one hard, but that's not my one big thing.
You ain't lying on that.
I'm not lying. But Jurrell Casey actually said it himself. The one big thing for him this past offseason kind of goes along with what you said in the anchor, was to get stronger. He actually stayed in Nashville this offseason instead of going back to Cali where he normally goes to work on his cardio, to work on his flexibility. He stayed in Nashville, worked with Steve Watterson to get stronger because he said he got knocked off the ball too much last season, and he wants to get better at that aspect to help the Titans get better at run defense. And I didn't know if you realize this. The Titans were 3rd best in the NFL in rush defense last year, only allowing 88.3 yards per game on the ground. So that's impressive. And to know that your Pro Bowl defensive lineman wants to improve on that number, a very good sign for the Titans defense.
Yeah, they got to keep that up. We're asking you to comment in the comment section. What is Jurrell Casey's one big thing heading into the Tennessee Titans 2017 season?
And that's today's Extra Point, presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on A to Z Sports Nashville.com.